What's up, Door to Door Nation? Excited to have you guys on for yet another week. This last week was a whirlwind. It was crazy. It was awesome. We met with so many different people and had so many cool experiences. We were in LA on Monday, Atlanta on Tuesday, and then hit up Orlando that last day. And it was awesome. It was so incredible. So that being said, guys, excited to get back on here again, talk about some of the biggest takeaways that we saw as we were meeting with so many different people. We met in person with probably, I would say, close to 100 plus people and did trainings for them. It was really, really, really cool. So, guys, excited to dive in and chat with you about some of those. I'm going to pull up a slide that we used and some of the biggest takeaways that we saw from people. Is this: people are not spending enough time on themselves. Therefore, they're struggling to be able to invest all in the time it's time for them to invest. So as I pull this up, and what I mean by that is this. Wrong slide. It's when you invest in yourself, you're able to plan out things that you're happy about. When you're happy, you're able to work harder. And so you got to become happy doing what you need to do to put yourself in the right mind frame to be able to then go out and find crazy good success. So if you're not currently doing that, you've got to be able to get where you need to be on a personal standpoint so that you then can go out and do it, from a business standpoint. Just trying to get Jeremy on here. Struggle is real. My email's down this morning. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. But guys, jump online with us today and let's chat. Let's figure out what you guys are doing that might be hard for you and how we can help you grow your business. So any comments, questions, any of that stuff, let's help you get where you need to be. Just sent Jeremy the link. All right, guys, jump on. I'm going to put an invite key here if you guys want to role play and go through some stuff. This is the invite key for you to jump on and join us live. And I'm putting it in the comments right now. Excited to chat with some of you guys. Just 1 second here. Sorry, the struggle is real with my email being down. Okay, guys, jump on. Love to chat more with you. I'm going to pull up a little PowerPoint to go through some of those things that we've been working a lot with, and see if that can help you guys. If you're at a point where you're like, hey, I've got to switch some stuff, and I need to make my business stronger. You got to remember we are in February, and most of you guys should be on your way to crushing your goals. You should have already checked off 2 or 3 goals off your vision board. Most people that I'm encountering are saying, yeah, we haven't done that yet, but you should be. So how do we fix that? How do we get to the point where we're getting those checked off? Going to dive in right now and show you some of the things that have been impactful. So for some of our agents, if you're not getting any of our free stuff, you've got to get our free stuff. So we're going to walk you a little bit through the playbook today. On the playbook, that's going to help you to really dive in and understand. Jeremy's here. Welcome, Jeremy. Sorry for all the technical difficulties.
It's all good.
But we got Jeremy here. Jeremy, what was some of your biggest takeaways from our trip?
Yeah, I would say the biggest takeaway is a lot of people came up to us after and said, holy crap, I've been in the real estate industry for years and no one's training on this. And we even had an Instagram reel that we put out yesterday that angered a lot of people in the real estate industry because everyone's blaming last year's low production. Last year, 74% of realtors not selling any deals off of the market and rates and all that stuff. Yet no one's training you on what skills to go acquire, that you need to role play, that you need to control your energy and go out to the marketplace and convert people through the right open house strategies, through door knocking, through methods that actually will work. No one's doing that. And that was the biggest takeaway for me. It was like, wow, a lot of people just aren't getting trained.
I told them how many people had commented to us about the energy, just, that they weren't taking their own time to take care of themselves.
Yep.
They're like, you can do that? You can write down goals to make you happy? And I was like, yeah, when you're happy, you produce at a way higher level.
Yep.
So super excited. Jeremy, let's announce some of the trips we've got scheduled and where we're going to be in February. So is it February 20th? We're headed back to LA.
Yeah, let me pull up my calendar.
So it's February 20th.
Yep. So February 20th, we're headed back to LA.
Actually, it's the 21st because we're going to San Francisco. All you real estate agents up in the Bay Area, we're coming to you first.
Yep.
So we will be up in the Bay on the 20th, and then we'll be down on the 21st, which is a Friday, to LA again. We had about 70 people show up to that event, and it was awesome. It was really, really awesome.
Well, and we had 75 people that didn't come. We almost had 150 people sign up. And so there's a lot of people that couldn't make it for whatever reason. It was also raining. And I guess it doesn't rain a lot in California, so people didn't want to come. So we're coming right back. We're going to do more training. If your brokerage isn't going to do it, your team's not going to do it, we're going to come do it for you for free.
Yeah, we're excited about that. So plan on that, guys. Same venue as we had last time. If you want that link, text us. 801-243-4544. We'll send you the link to LA. We'll also send you the link up to the Bay Area. So if you're in one of those locations, send us a text to our cell phones. We'll send you out the link to get you to sign up and get the ball rolling there. Other things we have for our Canadians, there is a huge opportunity. We will be coming up. I'm going to be speaking at Door to Door Con up in Calgary, and we're going to do some masterminds. We're going to do some events up there. So if you're wanting to get with us in person up there for some free training, let us know. Text us again, type in Calgary, and we'll get you the information on that.
Yep.
And then go ahead, Jer.
That'll be super fun. If you guys want us to come to your market, this is all Duane and I are going to do all year. So if you want us to come to Philly, Texas, Florida again, reach out to us. Let's figure out how to find a venue. Let's get 50 realtors in there. And if you have come to one of our events, you know that Duane and I are just going to pour into you and everybody else for 4 hours. And if it makes sense to work with us at the end, great. If it doesn't, then come get free training. You'll get more training in 4 hours than you've gotten in a long time.
One other thing, right after this, in 50 minutes, I'm going to be going live with Rachel. Rachel is one of our top agents out in the Bay Area. She's a brand new agent, but she's absolutely killing it. So if you guys want to learn from Rachel what she's done from zero to hero as a brand new agent, she's going to be on live with me here in just a few minutes. And we'd love to have you come on and ask her questions. We'll bring you on a chat with her. But great opportunity to learn from someone in our coaching program that is blowing it out of the water. She's one that last week said, I do not have time for anything. I'm getting killed with the amount of production that I'm having. And it's so funny because you hear someone like that say that, and then you've got all these other people saying the market. Oh, we can't succeed. No one's going to sell houses. It's the market, right? But you're going to learn from a brand new agent who is absolutely murdering it. And then Jeremy, tell them what is happening Friday so they can all tune in. This is going to be really, really cool.
Yeah, guys, we're doing a live podcast with Brandon Mulrennan. So if you guys want to hop on, learn about the cold calling perspective, the door knocking perspective, we're going to be on his podcast, and he's going to talk to us about door knocking and why all the realtors we're training are crushing it, that are doing what we tell them, and why it's different than the typical prospecting methods that are taught in real estate. So put that on your calendar. It's 9 a.m. on Friday. We're going to stream it to all platforms. It'll be live. It'll be a great interview.
Yeah, come and join us, you guys. Jeremy, where do we want to take these guys? Do we want to dive into one of our pamphlets?
Yeah, let's pull up the nightly planning pamphlet. This is a brand new pamphlet that Duane and I put together. It'll help you develop a better nightly routine. There's a great book. I don't think I have it with me. It's called The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. So if you're watching this and you haven't read this book, this is like a staple in my collection. I read it multiple times a year. Darren Hardy's the author of Success Magazine. He talks about how as real estate agents, our days are crazy. You can't really control a ton of it, but you can control the bookends. You can control your nightly routine and your morning routine. If you can bookend your day really well, then you'll have more stability, control, focus, and drive for the day. A lot of realtors are going to bed anxious. They're full of anxiety and depression for deals that are exploding and all this stuff. And so your nightly routine's got to cover that. But then also at the same time, a lot of us aren't getting feedback from how our day went. Was it productive? Did I do what I was supposed to do? Why didn't I do that? All those questions, Fortune 500 companies, they pay a lot of money to outside counsel to come in and give an outside perspective on their company so they can operate faster. And you have to do that for your own business on a nightly time frame. You have to sit there for 10 minutes. Did I do what I was going to do? Did I move the needle in my company? Am I okay? What happened today? And then forecast what's happening tomorrow. Plan that and then have something else right after it to calm yourself down. That one habit from this one packet will make you more business because you'll be in a better state of being.
I'll tell you right now, I've learned from Jeremy on this because Jeremy gets like 5 hours sleep a night. And I'm like, Jeremy, how in the world do you do it? He's like, I sleep good. And the quality of my sleep is phenomenal. I'm like, how in the world do you do this? Here I am, a guy that's got 60 plus rental, 70 plus rental properties. I've got businesses going and my brain does not shut off. And Jeremy is growing all kinds of stuff. We're doing crazy things. He's building a massive business. He's got a huge real estate business on his own and he shuts down. I'm like, what do you do? All right. What are you doing? And he brought it to me. He's like, Duane, I take a warm shower every night and I have a routine and I put on this relaxing music and I get into a book and then I go to sleep and I sleep really well. I've started to try this and it's crazy. I'm sleeping so much better just doing those little simple things. And it's amazing the difference that brings. So guys, get with people that know how to fix some of the things you're struggling with and you'll see massive changes. But let's pull this up. Jeremy got this. I brought it to the stage. Why don't you walk us through it?
Yeah. So we built this packet mainly to help more realtors close more business. A lot of times, like that reel I put out yesterday, if you guys go watch that, it's got like 10,000 views already. It just kind of took off. A lot of people in the real estate industry, they're not training you on this. They're training you on, oh, it's the market, it's the rates and all this stuff. No, if you have more energy inside of you and you're more passionate and you can convey that to people, then they'll want to interact with you and engage in the real estate market. A lot of that energy comes from your nightly routine. So we put this packet together. It's for free. If you guys want it, shoot a text to Duane and I. There'll probably be a reel or something we need from you to go post your story and tag us, and we'll get this to you for free. But shoot us a text and we'll get this to you. So yeah, if you scroll through the first like couple pages, this will walk you through how to have a nightly routine, why it's beneficial, and some different tactics. But the biggest thing is you have to have one. Most realtors don't even have one to start with. You need to have one and it needs to be systematized so that you do it. There's a great book called The Power of Habit. I'm trying to remember who the author is on that. By Charles Duhigg. And he talks about you have to have a cue, kind of like something that triggers that habit to start. And so if you can figure out what that cue is for you, then all of a sudden, whoop, it'll start that nightly routine. But a lot of times we don't have that cue. And so the nightly routine never gets done.
Awesome. We just had a comment come through on Instagram that says, hey, first time knocking doors today. And the homeowner is looking to buy and sell in the spring. I got in the house and talked with her for 10 to 15 minutes, and we will be setting up a consultation soon. Anthony, well done. Way to get out there. First time, you guys. First time, got out there and is nailing business right away. Keep going, Jeremy. This is awesome. I just had to share.
Yeah, no, and that's incredible. And again, this is why door knocking works, because people are hesitant to buy, sell, or invest. But if a realtor with enough energy comes and has the skill set, to talk about why it's beneficial to buy, sell, or invest right now, then that person will, which creates more inventory. So why isn't there a lot of inventory? Because realtors suck, to be as blunt as possible. So yes, let's go through the first couple pages on this. I think you got to go to the third one. So if you guys need this packet or want it, reach out to us. So the whole idea on this is built on this diagram right here. I was at a seminar last year in Salt Lake, and there was a marriage psychologist, marriage therapist that actually talked about this. And this diagram's completely shifted how I train and how I operate my business. And he talked about if you took a flight out of Salt Lake and you went for New York and you were 6 inches off the course, you're either going to end up all the way north of the United States or all the way south. 6 inches. That's all it is. And so Fortune 500 companies, they understand this. You can't afford to be off for a couple days. That's so much money wasted, so many efficiencies. Dan Martell talks about it, how a lot of times it's like you're driving a Ferrari, but you have the brake on. You're not going as fast as you can. You're going in the wrong direction. And so you got to fix that. And so when you can conceptualize that, you'll then understand the importance of a nightly routine. And Duane, you and I saw that a ton with a lot of the realtors we trained last week. People just aren't auditing their business as much as they should be.
Well, and one thing, Jeremy, that we heard from everybody was they don't look back to what the day brought. They simply look at it and go, okay, I'm going to plan for tomorrow. But they didn't see what was successful and what wasn't successful so that they could pivot. That's huge. That is huge.
Huge. And you got to do it more often than you think. And so if you go to the next page, that's why we built this. Your nightly planning should have 2 parts. It should have a daily audit, which if you go to the next page, it talks about how to have a daily audit. You're going to go through your non-negotiables. Did I do these non-negotiables today? If I didn't, why? And ask yourself, you got to know your business really well. You're the CEO of your business. You're a 1099 independent contractor. You've got to know the ins and outs of your business. You can't depend on your brokerage, your trainer, mentor to tell you these things. You have to have these exercises where you're asking yourself those every day. And then right here, what went well, what didn't go well. And then if you go to the next page, Duane, this talks about having a daily gratitude journal. Where attention goes, energy flows. So you want to focus more on gratitude, be more in the abundance cycle, then do it. Write down all the blessings that you had. There's a great book called Divine Signatures. Talks about how every time you have a blessing in your life, it's as if God comes into your life and signs his name to remind you that he's aware of you. And so you have to train your brain to look for those things. And if you're operating from a state of gratitude, then you'll have more abundance in your life. And then you just need to be able to dump all the thoughts on your paper and get all those like anxieties and thoughts that are spinning around. You need to get them off on paper. That's why there's a section for mind dumping. But a lot of times, like simply doing this every day, you'll catch errors faster than you would have if you're not doing it.
Mind dumping. How many of you guys are mind dumping? You should be. You should be. But I love the gratitude part. As you are grateful, it puts you in a better mood. It has you not focusing on the negative. We've got someone commenting in the Bay Area, Jeremy.
Sweet.
I'm going to murder her name. Laila. You should jump on and tell me how to say that.
Layla, probably.
But anyway, she's saying, I'm a new agent. I need to know a simple and effective script. I would love to give you a script that's going to work. I get this all the time. And we're going to pause for just a minute so I can answer your question here. But the bottom line is there's no simple script. I'm going to tell you my script, but it's not going to help you close business until you learn how to question-based sell. But it's, hey, my name's Duane. I work for Real Broker. Did your neighbors tell you it's going to stop by and see you? And they're going to say no 90% of the time. And then you're going to ask, have you ever thought about buying, selling, or investing in real estate? That's it. There's your script. Memorize that. And then you have to learn how to question-based sell from there. The majority of the people are going to say no at that point as well. We haven't thought about it. And then you simply ask, is this your forever home? And most people will say no at that point. So then you start asking a list of 20 to 30 questions, Layla, that is going to make it a little bit easier for you to understand their needs, where they're at, and where they're going. So that's a pretty simple answer, but it's pretty complex at the same time.
Well, and it's funny because when I posted that reel yesterday about the real estate industry and how a lot more of the coaches and the trainers need to come together and provide better training. And a lot of the response was, oh, well, 74% of realtors didn't sell a single deal because no one's prospecting. Okay, let's say that's the issue. Then more realtors, more companies need to come together and train on discipline, on mindset, on these daily habits, these nightly routines, morning routines, so we can fix that. And then you can know the script. Most realtors won't go prospect enough. They have an exposure issue. They're just not in front of the right people enough. And so we got to train on that, but then we got to train on the scripts. And they're as simple as Duane said. That's really it. That's the entire script. Learn how to care about people and listen and say those couple questions that Duane mentioned, and you'll crush it.
Well, it's just like Anthony said, hey, today was my first time ever knocking doors. And I potentially picked up a buy and a sell.
Yep.
If you will just do the activity, people, you're going to do really, really well. And go out and learn from yourself. It was baffling when we were traveling this last week, how many people I asked, have you recorded yourself? And the answer was no. Why would we record ourselves? Yep. And I'm going to repeat this back. Why do you want to do the same thing over and over and over again if it's not working?
Yep.
Figure out what's working. Fix it. Go through the first part of your pitch. Listen to it. What did I say? If you were the seller sitting inside your house and you knocked on your own door and you said that exact same, would you buy for yourself? If you wouldn't buy from yourself, what would you need to change in order for you to listen longer? That's how I built my whole pitch. That's it. I knocked on doors and I'd get laughed at and I'd walk away laughing myself going, holy crap, that was the funniest thing on the planet. That was horrible. And then I would listen to it and go, oh, there's where I got lost. And I started mumbling and asking stupid questions because I didn't know where to go.
Yep.
So let me put together a plan and let me fix that part. And then I went to the next door and I did the same thing over and over again. Guess what? By the end of the day, I sold my very first day. And it was because I built a pitch, didn't give up. I made a game out of it. I had fun with it. And I was successful in the end because I wasn't going to settle for failure. And that's where a lot of people do. They settle thinking, oh, this is too hard, or oh, this isn't a good market, or oh, the neighborhood's not good, or oh, it's interest rates. And they make an excuse for themselves of why they can't be successful. If you do that, you're going to fail every time.
Yeah. And if we go back to the nightly planning packet, and again, this is why Duane and I built this. This is why we're talking about this today. If you can have it part of your daily process to shift that thinking, the reactive victim to grateful, abundant, I'm a sales carnivore, I'm a hunter, then you do that by every day just simply writing out your gratitude journal, going through your daily audit. The people that can catch their mistakes faster are the ones that win. If you look at Mr. Beast on YouTube, that guy goes so fast. And I did a reel on Cody Sanchez, who interviewed his team recently, and she asked, like, why is he going so fast? Or why is he doing so well? And his team said he goes so fast. He goes so much faster than everybody else that he's failed so many more times because he's caught it, because he's allowing himself to fail so he can go faster. And as realtors, you've got to catch yourself. You've got to figure out the mistakes. Don't wait a whole week to do 20 contacts. Fix it the day that you had the issue. And then the next day, it won't be a problem anymore. If you guys have read James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, he talked about how you can make a mistake one day. You can have issues with your business. That's fine. We're all human. If you make it again, that's a choice. And it now becomes a habit, which is a slippery slope as a real estate agent.
Love Atomic Habits. It's one of the best books. If you guys haven't read that, go get it. Just bring this up, Jeremy, our book group. We are reading Burn the Boats.
Woo-hoo.
If you guys haven't gotten this book, you need it, and you need to follow along with us.
You do. And if you don't have that packet, comment book club or shoot one of us a text. There's a reel that you have to share in order to get it, but we'll send that to you for free. You know which books we're reading this year.
Awesome, guys. Hey, I'd love to role play with somebody. Who would love to jump on with Jeremy and I and actually role play and add a little value back into your business, or wants to come on live with us all over these platforms to get a little bit better, ask us questions, and be able to take away today with an actionable item that's going to help blow up your business? If you guys are interested, message right here on the boards, and we'll shoot you a link. There's quite a few people on Instagram. We got a bunch all over YouTube. Love to hear from you guys of what we can do to help you guys, get this thing going. But yes, I think one of the biggest things is just making sure that you're applying something. that you're doing something to get better each and every day. We had a leadership call today, and that was one of the takeaways that I gave a bunch of our leaders is, you can grow, but you have to do something each and every day to get better. And guess what, guys? Jeremy and I are in the same boat. We have to get better each and every day. Jeremy and I are bouncing stuff back off each other going, dude, I didn't know that. That was awesome. I'm glad you did that. I learned from you. I learned a ton from Jeremy. Jeremy's one of the best in the industry. I learned a ton from that guy. And there's plenty of other guys out there that we learn a lot from. So make sure that you don't become so closed-minded that you're not getting better every day at something and multiple things. And then taking an evaluation of what you're improving and how to apply it in your life. Because if you just learn it and then you don't use it, that's a fail, guys, a big fail. You got to use all the stuff that you're doing and get better and better each and every day.
Well, and just as a people, we're the happiest when we're growing, right? So if you're constantly growing and getting better, you're just going to naturally be happier. And so we read this last month in January for those that have been following along. And there's a chapter at the end called Sharpening the Saw. He talks about how to get better and how to get better. Like Duane and I rewind a year and a half ago, guys, we didn't even know what social media was. Rewind a month ago, we didn't even know what StreamYard was, but we're constantly trying to get better and faster and sharper and read the books and get the mentors and the coaching groups and learn about ads and social media and how to run seminars and fill the room. And we're constantly growing, but that's why we're going so fast. And I think that's why it's making a shake in the real estate industry, is because people aren't used to someone coming in and going this fast at them. So go get this book. He talks about there's 4 areas that you should get better at and sharpen the saw. The first one is mental. There's a diagram. I'm going to pull it up so you guys can look at it. But you got to get better mentally. How many books are you reading? The average CEO reads 55 plus books a year. The average American reads less than 1. Here it is. So this is the diagram right there. The sharpen the saw diagram. And so how many books are you reading? Simply education will help you go faster. I read 141 books last year. It was the coolest experience I've ever had in my entire life. And we talked about just literature, just reading more. So that's physical. Then you got to go through social and emotional. Are you giving back to society? We're the happiest when we help others succeed. Spiritual. Do you have a mission statement? Do you know your values? And then physical. Do you have something in place for stress management, to grow your body, to push it? It's hard for our mind to be able to operate at a high level if our body is slowing it down. So anyways, grow and evolve, grow and evolve. The more you can focus on that, the better you'll do.
Oh, there it is. I found it.
Nice. Yeah, there it is, guys. Yeah, if you haven't seen this diagram, Duane and I talk about this all the time. It's one of the biggest principles that we talk on, is if we can get a realtor to go grow in these 4 areas, then they'll sharpen their saw and they'll go close more people simply because they're growing and evolving.
Well, if you break each one of those things down, they're not that hard to do, you guys. Physical, eat good stuff, manage your stress, exercise. Social, do service, have empathy, have synergy. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself emotionally. Spiritually, read your scriptures. Focus on something that's going to bring joy in your life. God does that for me and Jeremy and for a lot of people we know. If you have that value that allows you to be better and to do more, that's going to be a huge help. And then mental, get better, read, visualize, plan, write. Jeremy and I are writing our second book right now. It's going to be about now business. And so excited to, help you. Layla, jump on with us. Let me send you a link really quick. She's got some more questions. I'd love to, get you live here unless, that intimidates you too much. But yes, we'd love to have some of you guys jump on live and be able to answer some questions for you. Just put that in the Instagram chat.
And click on that link. And I think it's funny too, because again, if you guys haven't seen that reel, go to my Instagram. It's like 2-ish reels back, but it talks about how 74% of realtors failed. And so I said, okay, let's break down, what are the methods being taught? Buy leads, do open houses that you fall asleep in, put out mailers, build a massive email campaign, call your family and friends, even though you don't do any deals, no one's going to want to work with you. So if that's what everyone's training on, and we have a 74% failure rate, then there's a disconnect. Where is it? What is the issue? And that's why I tagged all the big social media companies, all the big trainers, because we've got to figure out how to solve that, so we can help more of you. That's the number one thing that Duane and I care about. It's our holy cause, is to bring down that failure rate. We're going to do that through training. We're going to do it through culture and nonstop help. Literally all the programs we've built, the role play group, the coaching, the team, everything else that we have, the courses online, the book club, is simply just to help as much as we can so you can fix those issues.
So question, Jeremy, I'll let you field this. What realtor should carry when door knocking to give to homeowners, flyers or business cards or market report? So what should we carry with us, Jeremy?
Yeah, so you should carry this sucker right here. I carry this and an iPad in case I get in their house so I can pull up comps. If they're going to buy a home, then I want to be able to have the MLS pulled up. But that's it. I'm not pulling that up on the doorstep. It's literally under my arm as I'm talking to them. But I carry those two things and a pen. A pen psychologically makes me look smarter. So I wear the pen just to give off that illusion, even though I feel like I am pretty smart, but I give off that illusion. That's it. I don't carry business cards, flyer. I've tried the flyers. When I first got into real estate, they were like flyer. And for me, I was like, oh, door knocking and flyers. That makes sense. I probably put out 10,000 flyers and didn't get a single call back. So I stopped. And then I had business cards, not one call back. I stopped. And then I realized, oh, I shouldn't be carrying anything. When I was in alarms, I didn't carry anything. It was now business or you're dead to me. And so for me, it was like, okay, that's the same thing. I'm going to have a drip system just in case to follow up when they're ready. And that's why Duane and I are building an app right now. You guys will be able to pull up your area that you're prospecting, click on a home. It'll tell you homeowner, potential equity, how long they've been there, owning or renting, their email, their business, the whole thing. And then you can set up a drip campaign. If you get in their house, you click on the button, it pulls up the contract so they can sign it right there. It'll be completely a massive game changer for the industry. But when I go knock, I don't take anything but those two things.
Me as well. I mean, so I'm not going to take anything at all. I'm just going to carry what I've got, and that is going to be enough. Honestly, having the knowledge in your mind, being able to portray that knowledge, that's going to get you so much further, Layla, than anything else. But great question. What other questions can we answer for you guys?
And I think it's cool too, guys, let us help you for free. And again, if it doesn't make sense to work with us, that's okay. We'll still help you for free. What other coaching platform out there is going to do a live call like this, allow you to hop on and give you complete free advice just to help you? And they're not going to fluff, sugarcoat, anything else. Duane and I follow all those companies, and they're not doing this. This is why we want to do this.
That's why we want to help you guys out. So Layla, if you want our free door-to-door packet, just text me, 801-243-4544. We'll send that out. We can send out the nightly routines. We have a social media one. We have a listing presentation. Guys, we'll give you so much free content that it is ridiculous. And then come and have us teach you for 4 hours. Layla will be in the Bay Area, so we'd love to chat with you. Vegas Realtor, welcome. We would love to get something going down in Vegas. Jeremy's got a special heart in his mind there for Vegas. He's got family that lives there. Would love to come down and help in Vegas. Dino, we're coming to your backyard February 20th. So we'll be in the Bay Area. Make sure that you invite everybody under the sun to come and learn and be there with us. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Any other questions, guys? We'll wrap up. We'll end it in 30 minutes if you guys don't have anything else that we can help you with.
Yeah, I think as we're waiting for questions, all of you that watch this, you should be thinking about February. Monday or January was all about building systems, momentum, anything you can do to get that energy flowing for the year. February's got to be all about locking in your systems. Now that you created that energy, you got to lock it in. And so go all in on your daily role play, your morning routine, your nightly routine, prospecting 4 hours a day. Lock in those systems so that you can maintain that energy throughout the year. Duane's got a ton of YouTube videos coming out. I got a ton of YouTube videos coming out. We're traveling a ton this month. We want to help you. Just reach out. If you know what your issue is in your business, we have something for free to solve it for you. Just let us know.
Okay, guys, just a reminder of the upcoming events. So right after this call, in 24 minutes, I'm going to be bringing Rachel on live. She's up in the Bay Area. Layla, that'd be a great time for you to jump back on. You guys can talk to Rachel and ask her questions. She's killing it. She's a first-year agent. She did some awesome things to be able to get where she is right now. And ask her. She'll help you learn some of the systems that has helped her. and why she's had so much success. So that's coming up in about 24 minutes. Then we've got Friday. We're going to be on the Brandon Mulrennan show. Make sure you stay tuned to that. It's going to be a great event. Love to see you guys on there. Jump on and ask us a bunch of questions while we're with Brandon. And then we've got the 20th. We're going to be in San Francisco Bay Area. And then the 21st, we're going to be in LA again. So if you missed that, make sure to text us a link, or text us and we will send you a link, better said. And love to see you guys there. It's a free event. Jeremy and I train for about 4 hours at all these events. And then we literally go through and just sit and answer question after question after question. So guys, excited to work with you. I haven't seen any other questions go through, so we'll go ahead and hop off. But guys, next Monday, we're going to be here again. Write down your questions. Come here to learn. Come here to get better, and let us help you. Dino just commented, excited. He's excited to see us in the Bay Area. That's his backyard. Dino, I expect you to have 30 people there that you want to learn about door-to-door real estate. So, all right, guys, appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next Monday at 1 or in 20 minutes. Have a good one.
See ya.